Do you ever come to a point on your awakening journey where the mirror that other people hold up to you almost becomes too honest and too real? Like suddenly the people that irritate you the most are the exact ones showing you the part of yourself that you've been avoiding. Yep, that's the moment I'm talking about. That's what I'm going to get into today in this video. And I promise by the end of the video, you will not see resentment, relationships, or your own shadow the same way ever again. Stay until the end because there's a piece that I'm going to share that most people never quite figure out. And that's the key that changed my entire life and as well as many clients in my private work. For years, I convinced myself that my resentments were about other people competing instead of collaborating, wearing spiritual masks, performing enlightenment for validation, pretending to shine while secretly falling apart inside. I thought I was the only real one in a sea of posturing. But then one day it really hit me. And when the truth hits you, it's never gentle, is it? It's always loud, clean, and it cuts right through all of those illusions. My resentment was never about them. It was always about the version of myself that kept trying to belong where my soul was never meant to belong. I wasn't angry at them. I was angry at myself for abandoning those parts of me that were meant for so much more. Here's the thing most people don't understand reality doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. Every rejection, rivalry, trigger, every person who pokes those internal thorns inside of you, that's the alchemical mirror. And it's not a punishment. It's not a coincidence. Like that's happening for a reason. A sacred reflective field showing you exactly where that inner work is ripening at this exact point in time space. When your ego sees a mirror, it flinches. When your heart sees a mirror, it expands. Because the people who irritate you the most, they are often the gardeners who hold the exact growth that your soul really has been craving deep down. Life is weirdly poetic in that way, isn't it? Have you ever had that happen to you before? Let me know down in the comments. So, resentment is not anger, it's an echo, it's a trauma residue, a bruise left behind from the times that you betrayed your own authentic self somewhere along the way just to belong. It's the psyche's way of saying, I don't know how to grieve this. And I don't know how to grieve that version of me that had to disappear. So I'll just be angry instead. And beneath that resentment, usually most of the time, there's grief underneath of that for the self that you abandoned. Every competition, performance, manipulation, or attempt to prove yourself, deep down, that's a longing for you to get reconnected with your higher self, to get into alignment with your higher self. And the part that I haven't heard a lot of people teaching is that belonging doesn't come from outside of yourself. It comes from the moment that you choose within you to belong to yourself again. That's where the alchemy begins. Alchemy was never about metals, it was about the emotional elements of the soul. Lead equals pain, jealousy, shame and resentment. Gold equals self-worth, freedom, and abundance. Your heart becomes the crucible of that. And the process looks like this. Number one is awareness. See that projection that your mind is giving you. Name it out loud. Shine the light of consciousness on that. Number two is acceptance. Just feel the truth beneath that trigger. I accept that I feel this. Number three, transmutation. That's meeting the shadow with compassion, not judgment. Number four is integration. Anchor the new pattern in to your subconscious and your body so the old one is no longer repeating again like a skipping record or something. You can't outthink an emotion that was born in the body, and that's all emotions. You have to feel it, and that's where the real magic absolutely begins. The deepest journey that I ever took was the one that brought me back to myself, plain and simple. It wasn't about becoming perfect. It was about it was so much more than that. It wasn't about enlightenment. It was about becoming real again. It was about becoming the fullest version of me again, unashamedly and unapologetically. Authenticity is pure magic. Self-worth is not reclaimed, or self-worth is reclaimed, not earned. And it happens in tiny, holy moments of remembering who you actually are beneath all of the roles that you play as a human and, as the employee, as the husband, as the son, all of these things. Like, who are you beneath all of that? Underneath the masks, underneath the projections. In my own journey, once I realized the spiritual posturing, the proving, the hiding, all that was left was my own natural frequency. And that's love, abundance, sovereignty. The true self is always so very simple. And it's always very luminous as well. It's very expansive. It has, you have things that no one else can do but you. There's a secret about transformation that your nervous system already knows, and your energy shifts before your life does. The moment that you release resentment, new opportunities are going to start appearing. The moment that you dissolve the scarcity in your energetic field, that's when the money's going to show up. The flow of money follows that. The moment you reclaim your worth is when all of your relationships recalibrate. That's when you meet your soulmate or, the right people for your path. So life mirrors your frequency. It's always going to pop back into your hologram what is going on internally every single time. That's science. When your heart is clear, the world reorganizes itself around who you become. So if you've been feeling that mirror get so much clearer lately, and the triggers are getting louder, if you know you're on the edge of some kind of deep inner breakthrough, then this is exactly the work that I do with people in my private work. I guide intuitives, empaths, healers, visionaries, people that are like you. And I lead them through the deeper layers of transformation and transmutation, emotional alchemy, identity transmutation, frequency recalibration, so that the outer world finally begins to reflect all of that hard work you've been doing internally. You so deserve that. And if you're feeling that pull, that's a quiet recognition. That's not an accident. It's the mirror working in real time. There's a link below where you can work with me privately, join one of my intensives, or step into a container designed for this kind of transformation. Your next chapter begins the moment that you choose to look yourself straight in the mirror and not flinch and be happy in your own body. And that's so possible. I want you to know that. There's always hope. It's time to come home. It's time to rise above. And thanks for being here. Leave me a comment down in the comments. Let me know how that landed for you. What are you working on right now? And also share the video, like the video if you want, subscribe if you want. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.